Well, today's a very special episode because not only do we get to take a look at this muscle modification parts, but we also get to look at the TOYOTAROU version of Ultra Instinct Goku, which I've never opened yet. So this will be fun. So let's take a look at all of this and then see what all this muscle upgrade kit can work on. Does it work on this demoniacal fit Goku? Does it work on this legendary version of Goku? I don't know. It's made for one of these versions. There's this one, and if you want an Ultra Instinct Goku, I will put a link down in the description. There's a re-release available. So looking at this thing, it's actually pretty heavy because it comes with a book. Side of the box is nice. You got all this stuff, and then the other side, more figure shots. So it's like a normal S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball thing, but bigger. And they're cutting grass right outside my window. Taking a look at the back of the box, you got, look at this. This is insane. And there are people that have all of these. And all of the reproduction versions and all the other variants, like the other color versions. Some of y'all crazy. Or maybe I'm just jealous. So let's open this thing up and see what this is all about, because I'm sure it's actually gotten quite expensive. It was already kind of expensive. This was a Premium Bandai exclusive thing, which already makes it a little bit more expensive, but it comes with this book, which is really nice. So you get basically the history of S.H.Figuarts figures, and I'm not gonna open it, because if you wanted to see inside this book, you'd have to buy one. That's kind of rude, but I don't want to open it. It's sealed. It's just a history of all those things. So I think I'm gonna keep it sealed. And maybe I'll find some photos of other people that have opened theirs, and I'll share that with as much credit as I possibly can give them. So it already pains me enough to open this thing for the figure. So I definitely don't want to do the book. I think what makes this one special and unique is the coloring, like his pants and his hair. But I don't have any other version to compare, but I do have the other one pre-ordered, like a Psycho. Why would I need two Ultra Instincts? Well, maybe because of this kit. There we go. Justified my own money spending. So let's look at the box itself of this beautiful Goku, man. This is so nice. This was a pretty epic moment in Dragon Ball Super. It's a signed edition, technically. I mean, it's just printed on there. It's not like he actually signed it, but you got some more figure shots. It's basically like what we saw on the box, the outer box. And then the back of it, you got some awesome posing, and it kind of gives you an idea of what you can do with your Goku. But hold on. The big reason why we have this muscle modification part, because I mean, he's got muscles in there, but look at that drawing versus the figure. That's a pretty big difference, right? So the whole thing with this muscle upgrade kit, not only is it going to visually look more like this beautiful artwork, but it's going to have articulation like we've never seen before on an S.H.Figuarts. I think it's a lot more in line with like a Reveltech. And this isn't the first time I've had a TK DIY custom thing on my channel. In fact, the most viewed video on this channel is this one. What was it about that one that got people's attention? So let's open this thing up, slide out our boy Goku, and then on the inside flap, you got some instructions. Basically just says, change the hair, change the face. Okay, simple. I'm not gonna crap over because the struggles of a collector, right? Everything is everywhere all at once. This is a really nice looking set. Man, I just gotta sit here and enjoy it for a second. I'm done. Let's move on. Because we got a lot to look at and we gotta upgrade him. So we've got this left and right for a nice Goku fighting stance, a pretty classic look. You gotta have that, okay? You gotta have it. And then you got this one, which is another kind of fighting stance, or it's whatever you want it to be. How about that? I don't care. You live your best life. You can use these hands to do whatever. It doesn't matter. Then you get this one to do basically a ki blast, but look at those fingers seem to be bent back more than ever. And he's got some punching hands on by default, of course. Punching hands, we call those fists. This really nice faceplate here for Goku in his Ultra Instinct mode. The paintwork is really nice. The lines are fine. I mean, this is like a pretty important faceplate to have for this version of Goku because he's kind of like fully tapped in, right? And then you get this one where he's ready to fight back. He's ready to punch and do the things. But I like the paintwork here, even like the lines around the mouth. There's a lot of depth to this little face, these little faceplates. And you get this one with the eyes to the left, which is pretty nice. So it's good to have alternative options. Plus we have some faceplates on these alternate heads. So this one with the wind-swept hair, this is really nice. And I always like when there's like an action-looking version of a Goku head. So this is a very nice setup. And I like the paint. This is like metallic silver. It's really, really nice. And you get this angry face, which of course you could take off and put it on this head, which is on him by default, which looks like this. So this is a pretty nice neutral. The hair looks fantastic. I'm loving the silver. This is really, really nice. And the sculpt work, honestly, right out of the box, this sculpt work looks really good. There's like paint in there to give some definition, some shadow effects. So this is actually pretty sweet. So even if you just have this thing as it is, this is a good looking Ultra Instinct Goku. I like this a lot. The sculpt, like I said, is really nice, but the idea here is that this is giving us that truer form that Toyotaro actually drew. So we're kind of finally getting the look that we should have theoretically. Now, by default, I think this, I mean, the articulation is going to be just as much as you normally get out of Goku. So you're going to get some butterfly joints, which is nice. You're going to get some good range. I mean, you can't really cross his arms by default, but I think we'll be able to get that out of the new one, and then some nice ab crunch and stuff. Legs do the standard splits and kicks to articulations, all the standard stuff you've seen before. So let's open this TK kit and see what this is all about. So here it is in its little plastic clamshell. You get a few extra bits, so whatever's going on here, I don't know. I was actually trying to find some more information online, but most of the things that like list this don't talk about everything that's included and what the heck they're supposed to do or mean or whatever. So clearly you get this band for his waist, so you can have a different look altogether. So I imagine we can, depending on, oh yeah, see that's like a different blue altogether. So depending on which version of Goku you have, the blues are going to be different, as as clear as stated, as seen by this. So that's certainly different. I obviously, maybe that's to get rid of the torn stuff. I don't know what these pegs are for. This has got to be like waist, not neck, because that's huge. Okay, I think these might be replacement shoulder joints because they do look very similar to what's in there. And I know this might be off-putting to a lot of you, this kind of design. Ooh, see, this is why you get replacements. But this is clearly designed for people that want a lot more articulation out of their figures. So if you've had Revoltech figures in the past, or you've seen them and kind of been off-put by them because of the joints, there's a secret to it. You really have to pose these guys into a way that makes those joints kind of hidden. And for whatever reason, we get a replacement neck, and I don't know why. But let's just look at the sculpt as it is, because there's a lot going on here. As you can see, the body itself is incredibly sculpted. There's a lot going on. There's battle damage, but the muscles are like 10-fold compared to the figure itself. Plus you got these articulated shoulder blades, which look really wild. I think this is why a little concerning right out of the box that this is popping off. But talk about some dynamic range. Good Lord, that is fantastic. But see, if you get the right angle, like you don't see those ball joints until you turn it around here. Now you see it, of course. But the shoulder blades are really adding, this is beyond a butterfly joint. This is insane. And I think we're gonna get some pretty good range out of that neck too, which is really nice. And then as far as the body, this might be a little harder without connecting it to some legs, but it looks like you're gonna have some really nice crunches so he can dodge all those attacks. This is a beautiful design. So in theory, we can just take this head off, take this body off, because just like any S.H.Figuarts, they all come apart honestly very easily. So this band, you can obviously just keep all of this, and I bet you could just attach this. So there you go. It definitely works. And do yourself a favor and heat up that joint either with some hot water or a hairdryer to make sure that that plugs in without damaging anything. But there you go. So that is a huge difference just visually. I mean, good Lord. This is definitely the stacked version of Goku that we see on that box cover. Now, if we take the head as it is out of the box, it looks like it's the same neck peg, so let's see. I don't know. That doesn't seem right. It's so short. All right, so this might be why the alternate neck is in there. I'm thinking that this, yeah, so that should add some extra length. Much, much better. Now he doesn't look like he's got some missing neck. So there you go. That's crucial. Fully put together. Obviously these huge ball joints are there because we want extreme, that stupid joint. I'm gonna have to replace that. And that's another thing you're definitely gonna need to heat up if you're going to replace these joints, but mine obviously desperately needed it. hopefully we're good to go now. Let's slide these things out of the way. Again, this is like a color match band, which maybe we should do. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it because that has to match that, which doesn't match that. Whatever. So if you have the other Ultra Instinct Goku, I think those are going to match a lot better. Now you finally have a Goku that is going to live up to the Ultra Instinct hype. This is going to be the best figure to pose out of all the Gokus. It's just going to look a little weird. So it might not be for everybody, but if you can get past these joints and you like to pose your stuff, then this is definitely going to be one for you. And yes, you can connect it to your demoniacal fit Goku. So that's no problem. This is the band that came with the body. Obviously, you could try to use this band, which now looks like that. That's actually pretty cool. So it just looks like he ripped his shirt off, took it off, didn't rip it off. That's pretty sweet. So that's good to know. Now we need to find out if it works on the legendary Goku. So I think so. I think it should. It doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is several reasons. I mean, it makes him look a little stumpy, but also this ball peg is actually smaller, so it doesn't connect. Also, was this a TK part? I don't remember. I got this off of 5K a long time ago, but it was like $6 or something. It was so cheap. I was like, I can't say no. Still works. What a nice little piece to add on to that thing. I'm sure you can still get these if I find it on like AliExpress or something. I'll put a link in the description to that as well as to the body, obviously. So there you go. Is it awesome? Yes, definitely. It is a gorgeous design. TK has done some incredible work, sometimes questionable work, as we've seen here. But it's not for everybody. So, is it for you? Let me know down in the comments if this is a kit that you have to have. And if you enjoyed this and you want to see that questionable upgrade, then click the top link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.